Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our show Piano Cafe Virtual Connect. Today, our 18th episode, we are connecting today Uzbekistan. This name is very new for our travel industry. Uzbekistan. We think we are not familiar with this name for tourism, but this country have lot of travel attraction. Today, I Faisal Razu, your host, CEO Piano Island Tours and Travel, and our guest, Mr. Michael Shamshidov, travel tourism expert and educator. Today we hearing from him regarding Uzbekistan tourism, how we connect with Uzbek and how we explore Uzbek. What is the possibilities? What is the opportunity? Let's talk with Mr. Michael, but before we start our discussion, we want to tell something. This is our dream day. This is very first time in Bangladesh we connect with Uzbekistan. This is an opportunity for outbound tourists, outbound stakeholder. I hope from today it's open a new tourism destination, and really it's a mind-blowing country. Before we go our main discussion, I want to invite Uzbekistan travel thirsty pupil through Mr. Michael. We want to introduce our Bangladeshi tourism attraction. You know, we have lot of archaeological monuments and tradition. We have many beautiful rivers. We have Bay of Bengal. In the heart of Bay of Bengal, there is blue whale. There is the famous Saint Martin, named as Coconut Island. There is a cloth tradition which is very famous in the world, called is Jamdani for ladies. Also, not this, there is the Sundarban, which has been included in the UNESCO Heritage Site, will give you a truly extraordinary travel experience. Beside the hospitality of hospitable Bangladeshis will fascinate you. Welcome to our show, Sir Michael. How is you today?
Thank you, brother. And you?
I
see you all. I see you all looking very energized and enthusiastic.
Thank you, sir. Very welcoming you, and you give us time. You have. We are grateful to you. You know, we are not know more about Uzbekistan. So today we want to hear from you. After that, we have some question. We go with that, and we discuss very few, not more, because we know nothing about Uzbekistan. But I basically know. I study on web page. I know something, but not much more. This is very few. So you are a tourism expert and educator. Please let us inform about Uzbekistan tourism. Thank you, sir.
Okay, I'm not sure I will be able to say everything I want because time is always limited. But what I wanted to start from, so for Indian subcontinent, yeah, let's say like this. I think the main like a trigger or issue that we can to say about Uzbekistan for people to understand immediately where is it is a great Mughal Empire, yeah, and Babur, the founder of this Mughal Empire, he was born on
Mughal.
Mughal. Yes, sorry, Mughal. He was born in the territory of modern Uzbekistan. Of course, at that time the country borders were different. Yeah, but Babur, he is a grandchild of Tamerlan, and Tamerlan was a great ruler of Uzbekistan, and even nowadays he is like a country symbol. Yes, symbol of country, and so Babur started from that land and conquered India, and his empire ruled for 300 years. Yeah, in the territory of the whole Indian subcontinent. Not whole, but most of the territory. So this is number one point, I think, for people from your part of the world to understand what Uzbekistan is and where is it. Yeah. And of course, like number one brand, which can be used to identify our part of the world, is a Silk Road, the Great Silk Road or Silk Route. Yeah, people call it differently, but Silk Road is also not like one lane. Yes, it's not one road. There are hundreds of different Silk Roads, and even there is a Marine Silk Road. Yes, and I think Marine Silk Road touches Bangladesh as well. Yeah. But we are locating in the center of land Silk Road. Yes, and if you look at the map, you will see China and Japan on the east. Yes, and Italy, Rome on the west. Yeah, and if you see the whole this like the map, Central Asia and Uzbekistan will be in the very center. So we are the heart of Silk Road. Nobody who are traveling in Silk Road can avoid Central Asia. One day they're coming to see us, yes? Because some people start from the east, some people start to travel Silk Road from the west. But anyway, all roads are coming to Central Asia. And Uzbekistan is like in the middle of Central Asia. This is number two, and number three is like just a funny fact that Uzbekistan is there are only two double landlocked countries in the world, and Uzbekistan is one of them, and another is Liechtenstein, a small country, and Uzbekistan is double landlocked. So you need to cross two countries borders to get to Uzbekistan from the sea. So I think this is like three main facts I can say, just to give people to know where is it and what is it about. Yes, Uzbekistan is a country of post-Soviet Union. After the collapse of Soviet Union in 1991, Uzbekistan is independent country, and they also call it five stands of Central Asia. Uzbekistan is surrounded by four countries of post-Soviet Union, all like a stan at the end: Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, and there is also sixth stan, which is Afghanistan. On the south, Uzbekistan is bordered with Afghanistan, and Afghanistan was the way how Babur went from the territory of modern Uzbekistan to India through the Afghanistan. Do you listen me properly? Because I see my picture is like not moving.
Yes,
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So Faisal, how do you find? Is it enough for general introduction, or maybe you have some more questions for me? Because if I
Yeah.
go,
Yes,
would
go.
you
You
like?
continue.
Okay. So I will continue to speak more about tourism opportunities for Uzbekistan. So it's like a view from outside. Yes, what I just
Yeah.
said.
Yes.
If you land to Uzbekistan, you will see the main four tourism cities, main four attractions. Faisal, Faisal, I don't see you.
No problem. I am here.
Oh, yeah. Faisal. Now, can you hear me now?
Yes, I hear you.
Yeah, because there was some interruption. So there are four cities, and Tashkent is a capital. Usually, all international flights are arriving to capital. But there are three main historical cities: legendary city of Samarkand, Bukhara, and Khiva. All three are like museums under the open sky, full of historical monuments, full of different ethnic diverse ethnic groups living in there, because it's Silk Road. So many different ethnical groups are living there since long ago. Faisal, you wanted to ask me something?
Yes, Tashkent is your capital city. Can you tell about the Tashkent specialty tourist attraction?
Yeah, Tashkent is interesting place, especially I think for people from your part of the world, because it's much less historical than Samarkand, Bukhara, and Khiva. But Tashkent is modern city. Yes, it's very old settlement, like more than 2,000 years old, but mainly like a big megapolis. It started to grow only at the end of 19th century, yes, and at the beginning of 20th century. So it's quite a modern city, and there is a like a gastronomical. You can have different types of experience in Tashkent. So gastronomy experience, nightlife experience, bars, restaurants, concert halls. There are many things like this, exhibition centers. Yeah. So Tashkent is good for people who want to enjoy some modern, more close to European style of the city. Yeah. But if you go outside Tashkent, it totally change, and like historical Oriental cities. Yeah.
Oh, fine. Then, uh, hello, Mr. Michael. Michael, Mr. Michael. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry, our guest maybe device problem. We'll soon connect with him. Let us connect with him. Please wait. Connect with us.
Faisal?
Tell me. Yes, I hear you, sir.
Faisal,
I
I
hear you.
can't hear you still.
Hello? Hello, sir. Mr. Michael. Mr. Michael? Mr. Michael?
Faisal, how are
Yes.
you? Yeah, sorry, I had to reload because I couldn't hear you. So
No
last
problem, sir. Continue. Tell about
yeah
Taskin. Taskin,
yeah.
see?
So
If tourists, white tourists choose Taskin as a destination, what is the specialty of Taskin?
Usually, for instance, if we are talking about historical tourists, yes, those who are chasing some history, Tashkent is not destination for them. They just land in Tashkent. They have like 1 day excursion, some overnight, and they go to historical cities. But for
sir, just I have a question. Then Tashkent is a business place.
yeah, it's more business place and like MICE, yes, MICE tourism, you know, like meeting, incentive, conference, yes. It's Tashkent is better for business, and it's also good for nightlife, yeah. But most of historical seekers, history and like cultural seekers, for them they go to the Samarkand, to Bukhara, to Hiva, yeah. But for those who come just to relax for a couple of days, for instance, I was doing inbound tourism for many years, and I was working with Indian market.
You do inbound.
Yeah. I still do, but now I also do training, consultancy for tourism. Like I do 50-50. Yeah, I do 50-50.
Then what is your popular destination?
My friend, it depends on the client, yes, on the customer. So there is, because we can't say like one destination fits all, yeah, one size fits all. There is no such a destination. I'm trying to explain that historical cities of Tashkent are good for those who come for history, yeah, and
Okay.
Tashkent and some mountain area around Tashkent, not around, but it's like 80 kilometers from Tashkent, and there are some, you know, mountain lake, resorts, green mountains. So this destination, Tashkent and some surroundings, is good for those who come to relax, who come for like 1, 2, 3, 4 days, maybe maximum, yes, with some business purposes, but together with some leisure purpose as well. Yes, Tashkent good for short time visit. Yes, maximum 3 days. And those who are looking for some historical experience, of course, they go further to Samarkand, to Bukhara. And now there is one very like good moment in tourism of Uzbekistan. There is a speed train, bullet train, yeah. And it's like it takes you 2 hours, and you are in next city, Samarkand. And before it was like 4 or 5 hours by train, you know, and 6 hours by bus. And now it takes only 2 hours to go from one city to another, from Tashkent to Samarkand, from Samarkand to Bukhara. So it's very.
Sir, basically, which city you especially specialists for that? Samarkand, Tashkent, Bukhara. Which city you tell that you doing inbound also? So which city you especially a specialist for that?
Actually, Uzbekistan is not so big destination. You know, everybody who is in inbound tourism in Uzbekistan, everybody knows the whole product, yeah, because it's only 4 cities, main 4 cities, yeah. So everybody in inbound knows everything about these 4 cities, yes. We are not like local guides. Of course, local guides, they can tell local stories, yes. But as an organizer, as a tour operator, you know all 4, yeah. But I can say that Samarkand, it's most famous name. It's also like a brand name.
Yeah. That's why hear from you, Samarkand.
Number one, yes. Number one brand, yes.
Yeah.
You know, Faisal, for instance, when you go, if you go to Spain, and you know, I went to Spain, and they asked me, Michael, where are you from? I say Uzbekistan. They don't know this country, yeah? They don't know.
Yes, you know, if you ask Bangladesh, you know Uzbekistan, everyone.
No.
Where? Why? We want to say why. Why not focusing Bangladesh? You know, Bangladesh outbound industry is very, very big. 22 million people round the year visit India. Then why
Wow.
not Uzbekistan?
Uzbekistan.
Why not
Wow.
Kyrgyzstan? We go Singapore, we go Malaysia, we go Thailand, we go Indonesia. Then why not Uzbekistan? There is nothing.
Yeah.
There is
No, but
thing. There is something, but we don't know about this, and we want to inform about this. We want to connect with this destination.
yeah, and I think if you decide to sell Uzbekistan one day, I would advise you to use only two names. It's like a Tashkent, like a capital. Anyway, you arrive to Tashkent. Yes, everybody has to be aware of the place he like departs, lands. Yeah, and second city which is recommended for short visitors is Samarkand, because Samarkand is legendary. They will see everything in Samarkand. You know, there is a Registan Square, which is like a smaller Taj Mahal, because this is the
Oh,
same style. Yeah, it's the same style. The ancestors of Taj Mahal.
can you show any picture? This
Now, I don't know how to do it technically.
okay, no, another time we will rearrange another program with Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan.
Oh,
Three
yeah.
panelists. We do this.
Yeah, great idea, my friend. Great idea. We can, if there are like three panelists and everybody will be prepared and
Yeah.
show some visuals, yeah, and tell something.
Then it is more effective. And I want
Yeah,
your cooperation in future. If you have any connect with Kyrgyzstan, so we are
of course,
connect with them and invite them in our studio. After that,
of course, of course.
we talking
Yeah,
about that.
yeah. It's a great idea because you know it's much easier to sell the Central Asia than one country separately, because if you
Yes,
say Central Asia, people
yes,
know. People
we
know
focus Central Asia for that,
Central Asia.
for tourism.
Yeah.
When we are now we are in live, lot of people watching us, and after finishing, lot of people reach. They are
Hmm.
interested. Where is Central Asia? The name of Uzbekistan is very, very pushing name in the tourism industry. From audience, we have got a question.
Oh, yeah, but how can I read it? I don't. Yeah, in chat. In
As
chat, yes.
yes, as far alam. He asks a
Yeah,
question.
yeah. I see. I will read it. Yeah.
Yeah. How financially viable it is to tour Uzbekistan for Bangladeshi? For how many days
Yeah.
one should plan for a trip there? Ladies and gentlemen, we are reconnecting with Mr. Michael soon. This is we want to tell something Uzbekistan. That is
Yeah.
Mr. Michael come again. Let tell about this.
I am not aware about the price for ticket, yeah, because you can Google it, yes, every time, and to see the best way. But if you go through India, usually the ticket from New Delhi to Tashkent is like around $300, yeah, 350, let's say. And I think you have a good connection with New Delhi, yes,
Yes, yes.
from different. So you calculate ticket yourself, but for general package in Uzbekistan, let's say it will be. I think it will be good like 4 or 5 days for for the most people from Bangladesh, not those who are interested very deeply in history, but for those who want just to see the country and to relax. Those travelers, like 4 days, 4 or 5 days, it's enough to visit Tashkent, to visit Samarkand, and to go to mountains, to enjoy 1 day in mountains. Maybe to go to one more historical city like Bukhara. It's also possible for 5 days. Yes, it depends on how intensive.
This is 4 night, 5 days, right?
Yeah. Like 4 nights, 5 days, depending on of course on flight. Yes, on flight schedule. Yeah.
Okay.
I think if it is, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Tell me.
Okay. If it is a group of now nobody knows, will be big groups are allowed in this world. Yeah, everybody is waiting for some news about groups. But let's say if it is like groups like 16 people or 20 people, I think it will be working model for the global tourism, not big groups. Like for group of 16, 20 people, of course I can't say like precisely, but in general I think it's like $500 it's maximum, including food. Yes, including good hotel, not five. No,
5-star or 3-star?
Can you again repeat your question, Faisal?
$500 your charges for 5 days. It's for accommodation, 3-star hotel or 5-star hotel?
No, 5-star, but like tourism level hotel, like 4-star. 4-star, okay. Or we have a lot of we don't have so many branded hotels in Uzbekistan, but there are good local brands, local hotels. You know, okay. They are maybe not internationally recognized, but they are good for small groups, you know, and like a family. Sometimes it's family run, hospitable. You know, you feel like a guest, yes. And usually it is like a 3-star, yeah.
Okay,
with,
sir. In Uzbekistan, there is any tourism authority, organization, or something look like this?
Yeah, for sure. There is a state, national state committee for tourism. Yeah, it's like a ministry level.
Ministry level have already. Then why not your tourism authority, your tourism department cannot focus in Bangladesh? Why? What is the reason? What is the limitation? And why not you realize from your heart the destination is the Bangladesh is much effective for
it's really, Faisal, it's a great idea, really. Yeah, I really love it. Let's say I think the only limitation is a absence of direct flight. But if the flight through New Delhi is also like fits well, so we can start to speak about it. I would like to use this opportunity and this our talk and the video recording. I will try to send it to somebody.
Yes,
who can.
Because when culture and tourism is starting first, then there is lot of opportunity come out. Business opportunity come out, like garments, like food, like many things. Opportunity, import export is.
Yeah. It's very good.
At first, we need to come out in one point, that is, we need to establish Bangladesh is the focal point. Bangladesh is the destination for inbound. We are go Bangladesh and market. There is a lot of outbound stakeholder. We meet with them. Then we welcoming guests from Bangladesh to Uzbekistan. This is the thing need to happen happen, but you don't focus on that. Which country you are currently receiving guests? From which country you receiving guests for?
Yeah, for present, it's mainly Europeans, and many people are coming from post-Soviet countries as well. Yeah, post-Soviet, Russia, Kazakhstan, neighboring countries. Yeah.
Yeah,
But more from year to year, more and more tourists from Eastern countries are coming. It's India, it's China. And why not? And by the way, Pakistan, and we also have direct flight. Yeah, at least before coronavirus, nobody knows what flights will like restart. But before coronavirus, we had. So it's very good question. I really like this question. Why not Bangladesh? By the way, Malaysian. Malaysians are also coming.
Yes, we rapidly go Malaysia, we rapidly go Thailand, we rapidly go Singapore. Then why not we realize the historical Uzbekistan have lot of opportunity for tourists, the popular destination. If you are focusing Uzbekistan properly, then definitely it have much popular in future.
Yeah. Great vision.
Yes.
Really.
Then, sir, we have another question. Tell about us why Silk Road is very, very important, and is there any challenge, any opportunity, and any importance the Silk Road?
Somewhere in 2015, the Forbes magazine. Call it Silk Road like a strongest brand in the world. Much stronger than McDonald's, Coca-Cola, and all other brands. So Silk Road itself is a great brand because it's a cradle of civilization. Yes, everything happened in Silk Road within last like 2,000 years. Yeah, so therefore I always like a marketologist. Yes, I always try to push our people to use Silk Road as an attraction point. Because when you say Uzbekistan, not many people know, but when you say Silk Road, everybody knows. Yes.
Then tell about something, the specialty of Silk Road.
Yeah, Silk Road. It's a way of civilization. So it's still there is still Silk Road on logistic. Yes. So people make logistic through this road. Yes, and logistics. This is like a vital for life. So Silk Road. Yes, but in tourism, Silk Road is also a map on what to do next. Yes, what to do next. Because, for instance, when you visit some country, and what is next? Because you like this country, but maybe you will not come back because it's like once in. So Central Asian countries, it's usually once in life destination. Yeah, so you visit once and you want to go next, and so for you, Silk Road is an idea. Oh, okay, where I go next? I go next country of Silk Road, next country of Central Asia. Today I was in Uzbekistan and Kyrgyzstan. Next time, tourists from Bangladesh coming to visit maybe again Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan. Because Uzbekistan is like a hub for Central Asia, yes? But you can come to Uzbekistan and visit one or two neighboring countries, yes? And within let's say like 2 visits, you can visit.
Then, sir, we have a question. What is the visa for these 3 countries, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, and Uzbekistan?
Unfortunately, it is my fault. I didn't check last updates, but I think it's still visa for Bangladesh. But
yes, we know maybe it's e-visa is possible, but need
e-visa. E-visa is not possible. It's only way, yes, to do visa now. e-visa is there. And I think it's still visa for Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan as well, but it's also e-visa. Yes, all three countries have e-visa now, and this is very simple now. Yes, it's $20 only for Uzbekistan.
Yes, I know that. I know that. When I come to talk with you, I check with tourist visit from Bangladesh, but I saw there is not the big quantity. The tourist visit there is very few, not remarkable. So I pray that in future and from today you do something. If you have connection with tourism authority with Uzbekistan, to do something to interact with governmental level to make an exchange tourism and culture between two countries, then our connectivity is more strong, our friendship will more strong to what we say, the people encourage people visit Uzbekistan. Now we want to come question you. Then you are former Soviet Republic and Central Asia country Uzbekistan. We want to know about the Uzbekistan lifestyle. How is it?
Yeah. I totally agree with your position. So our conversation, our today conversation, also can have a mission, yes, of trying to open gates between two countries. Yes. And by the way, we missed one more very important point. Yeah, that Uzbekistan is a land where there are a lot of sacred Muslim places, yes, and places where many important Muslim scholars, like Al-Bukhari, for instance, I think you know, yes.
Yes, Al-Bukhari Foreign Societies.
Al-Bukhari, yeah.
Bukhara.
So they are buried in the territory of Uzbekistan. So it's also could be interesting for some people from Bangladesh who are interested in pilgrimage or Muslim history. Anyway, it's like Muslim architecture everywhere, yeah. But especially with some spiritual purposes, yes, for some pilgrimage.
Sir, we want to know. Here we have a question that in Iran, we heard that they are operating spiritual tourism. In Uzbekistan, this type spiritual tourism operating?
Yes, it's operating and it's developing very fast last years.
Yes.
We call it like pilgrimage tourism, yes, or spiritual tourism. It's synonym, yeah. So because there are a lot of prominent people and places for Muslim world are there. So, but main names is Imam Al-Bukhari, Bahauddin Naqshbandi, yes. Naqshbandi, yeah. I think these two names are the main.
Very popular for Muslim world.
Yes. Also, there is a grave of Kusam ibn Abbas in Samarkand.
Abbas in Samarkand.
Yeah. So I think these three names is enough for you to understand that this is a place where you can visit with some spiritual purpose as well. Not only leisure purpose and business.
Then we can starting from today with talking with our higher authority that we can do is this as a spiritual destination. We can focus spiritual destination for Muslim Ummah.
Yeah. For Umrah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ummah,
Yes.
Muslim, for Muslim people.
Yeah, and this is like Uzbekistan positions itself like a Ummah destination, really.
Yes.
Like a little Hajj, yeah.
No, not house. This is Muslim people. Ummah, that means a lot of people we focusing there. Ummah, not Umrah. Okay.
Sorry, I thought Umrah. Ummah, I don't know what is this. Yeah, sorry, Umrah.
Okay, Ummah. Okay, and tell about something. Kiva. Here have a desert and Mezulam place and something that Kiva.
Kiva, yeah. Kiva is interesting place. It's quite distanced from the rest of the cities, yes. But there is a good flight connection there.
Yeah, your picture is not moving. Can you check, please? Then our audience.
Yeah, but I don't know why, my friend. I didn't off it. I also see it's not moving. Maybe I like reload. Okay,
Okay.
I come again.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest, Mr. Michael, will connect with us soon. Digital world gives us a lot of opportunity, but there is limitation. Welcome, sir.
Yeah. So Hiva,
we are
not
our program.
Hiva is like a museum under open sky. It's very compact. One day is enough, but it's like a fairy tale, because you go inside the fortress. Everything is inside around fortress, and people are living there, and some minarets and monuments, and camels. You enjoy all together, and everything is compact. You don't need to go far. You just move 200 meters here, 100 meters there, like this. And so therefore Hiva is like a fairy tale destination. It's very like good for photographing, for Instagram pictures, photogenic, very photogenic. So your picture, your pictures in Instagram will be the best in Hiva, yeah.
So in Siva there is desert also, right?
What? Yeah, and it's a desert around. Yeah, it's a desert, and since this year it will be closer because speed train will also reach Hiva from Bukhara, and when speed train is there, it's totally reachable, not far away, because again like 2.5 hours and you are in Bukhara. And now it's quite exhausting. 500 kilometers by road or by flight only, but since they launch speed train, it's totally different. It will be totally different. It will be close. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Now we are very close, and our last question. And obviously, we try to come with panel, and I get your help for developing the panel list with Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, and Uzbekistan. 3 countries we talk about our opportunity in future. Tell about something, the food.
Oh, good question. Food, Uzbek food. It's something. You know many of our names because these names were brought by Mughals, by Baburs. For instance, but the main Uzbek dish is pilaf. I think there are different variations. Don't you know pilaf? In Spain, pilaf, yes, we call it plov. It's pilaf. It's rice with meat. This is like #1 brand.
Biryani.
Yeah, but biryani is a little. It's different. Yes, it's different. Yeah, but pilaf is the same like biryani for Indian subcontinent. It's like #1 brand. Yeah.
Yes.
For instance, you know samosa. Yeah, samosa. It's Turkish. Yeah. Yes, it's Turkic name. It's not like Indian name. Yes, it's Turkic name. And samosa was brought to Indian subcontinent from Central Asia. Yeah. So you know like momos from Tibet. Momos, yes. We have different name for this, manti, but it's also like a brand of Uzbek food. Yeah. And there, do you know some Uyghur food? Uyghurs.
Uyghurs like
Uyghurs. They are living. No. Uyghurs are living in the east, in the western China, Xinjiang area. So Uyghurs are very close nation to Uzbeks, very close.
Yeah,
yeah. And in Uyghurs they have lagman. I unfortunately I don't know like how it called in different countries, but we call it lagman. It's like noodles. Noodles. Yeah. Uyghur noodles. Yes. So this is also some local version of Uyghur noodles. Is also one of the brands of Uzbek cuisine, and there are hundred others. Names, but you know what, we like spicy, so I think it's good news. Yeah, it's good news for Bangladeshans. Yeah, we like spicy, we like diverse, we like lamb. Yeah, lamb. Yeah. So I think this is like three main components of to be.
Michael, tell about.
And I tell you one more thing, and we have free alcohol everywhere, so free.
Yeah, free alcohol free.
Yeah.
Alcohol is free in Uzbekistan, right?
Yeah, absolutely. At every corner, yes.
And wine, whiskey, brandy, and many more is free there, right?
Yeah, everything is available. Yeah, but there are a lot of local alcohols.
Local alcohol also have.
Yeah. No, mainly it's local, but also branded like whiskey. Everything is available. Yeah.
Okay, sir. For today, we want to say goodbye.
Goodbye, Faisal.
This is the very fruitful discussion with you, and I hope in future our cooperation will be stronger. And we pray that, ladies and gentlemen, our guest maybe reconnect soon. But we want to tell this is the very beautiful country, Uzbekistan. This is the really very beautiful country for Muslim destination, for historical, for food, for life, for recreation, for archaeology, for heritage. Everything is there. So why not we choosing Uzbekistan? Why not we think Uzbekistan? Please think and take decision. After COVID, our first destination Uzbekistan.
Yeah, and we are really waiting for your people, Faisal, for Bangladesh and tourists.
Yes, sir. Thank you for reconnect with us. We want to say, for now we say goodbye, but it is not we say from heart goodbye. We want to say we are coming soon again.
Yes,
audience.
and I do hope we will start good friendship since now.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, for now, we
Thank
have
you.
to say goodbye, but not goodbye. Watch tomorrow at 8 o'clock. We are come with Italy. Let's watch tomorrow. Thank for now and goodbye. Goodbye, Mr. Michael.
Yes, goodbye, Faisal.